This
Welcome.
conference will now be recorded.
Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, can we start?
Actually, one more. They are going to join in 2 minutes. Can we wait for 2 minutes?
Okay, right. Sure.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hello. Hey, hi. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
Thank you. Actually, I've been waiting for a long time, but I couldn't hear any voice.
Yeah. Is it all okay now? Like everyone is audible to you? The trainer
Yeah,
and
this is better. Yep. It is better now.
okay. The session is going to start in next few moments. Just one more guys is going to join. So
Okay.
kindly we
Okay.
yeah. Please wait. Thank Hi everyone.
Hi.
RK, kindly start the session. Like she might take more 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. You want to wait for 5 minutes?
Oh no, or like the RK the trainer.
Oh, trainer not yet joined, right?
Trainer joined, but he is not responding. Just a second, let me see.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. Kindly start the session. She is going to join in 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. Because I have okay, let me start the session because at 7 a.m. sorry, 7 p.m. I have another session. Okay, let me start.
Yeah, please.
Right. Hi. Good evening or good morning. This is RK or Ramakrishna. Could I know the participant, please? And how far have an idea about the concept of React.js?
Hi, let me start first. Okay, this is Sangli. Okay, I have a little bit idea on JavaScript, but generally I'm a backend developer, Java developer. So I would like to become a full stack developer. That's the reason actually I would like to learn React. I think it is a good platform nowadays. So
Hmm.
I had chosen this React for my career purpose.
Okay, right. Okay, so you are totally okay. You are Java developer, but you want to make it something a full stack, of course. Friend, actually, React comes under the concept of front-end development.
Yes. I'm a generally Java developer. I know some ideas about
Hmm.
JavaScript as well. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay. Do you have an idea?
nowadays,
Do you have an idea about? Of course, anyway, you are Java developer now, so you will be having an idea about objects, concepts, and class methods, properties,
y-
all this part.
yeah, I know that. I know that. Yeah,
That's enough. Directly we can start. Yes.
yeah.
Any other please participants? Is there anyone else to discuss about the concept of ReactJS?
Hi, Aisha. This is Hussein from OnlineITGuru.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
The RK is our trainer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just introduce yourself and he will start the session.
Okay. So actually, I'm a student of BTech Computers last year. I'm doing an internship with a startup company. So
Okay,
there I work as a MERN stack developer.
okay.
Yeah. So actually, I wanted to learn React for placement purpose also
Hmm.
to get
Okay,
a
right.
job in React.
Sure. So do you have an idea about JavaScript?
Yes. I have done JavaScript also
Okay, right.
uh, bef
Thank you.
before going for React.
Okay, right then. No, you are asking to start with the JavaScript that you want to learn from JavaScript or directly wants to React.
Whatever is required for React in JavaScript, yes, you can do that.
Okay. Let me tell you here. My screen is visible to you, both of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me write first the concept of a JavaScript. The concept of JavaScript is a client-side scripting language which makes your web pages interactivity with the concept of document object model. So simply we can say, let me just open any sample website. A simple point, whatever that we are doing an action and that is taking process, that is taking an input. Sorry, I excuse me. I request kindly please mute, and if you have any questions or doubts, please unmute and listen. So what I say means when user is taking an action through keyboard or mouse and that actions are performing within your browser is nothing but client, then that kind of an actions will be performed the client side programming language, which is nothing but JavaScript. What kind of an actions it can be? For example, I am just clicking on this button. Without a page refreshing to somewhere else, it is not redirecting. It is just opening as a pop-up window. It is just one of the example I'm giving for you to get an idea. But there are a number of examples we can create. If it is something calendar, let us assume if it is calendar and user clicks on it, it has to open a calendar to select the date. Or if this is an image, if user clicks on image, it has to open or zoom out that image. Or you can see a images sliding effect also. So irrespective of any action what user is doing at browser is nothing but client side to make it something functionality and give without page interact without page refreshing, we can make it a page interactivity or loading the data or values dynamically is a concept of document object model. Document is referring to all the HTML elements. Object is a way, a process which is doing with the data is nothing but a model. We can say additional statements. JavaScript is a interpreted programming language, client-side programming language, having a features of it supports to web development, mobile development, application development. These are all the advantages. At the same time, we can also have disadvantages. Not we have disadvantages. Like we can say open source. Okay, open source is one of the usage because I am the new person. I came to JavaScript and I can find out the solution and I can solve. Overall, what I say, a simplest way that we can perform an action and that can have interactivity with your web pages can be done with the concept of JavaScript. Okay. Now coming to the point of ReactJS. What is the concept of ReactJS? Let me write a statement and I will be explaining. The concept of ReactJS or okay, the ReactJS is a JavaScript library which use it to build user interface components in developing the single page applications. Here we have to understand three words. What are those three words? Which is JavaScript library, which is user interface components, and the concept of single page application. Let me just explain. So even I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and our client is asking to create a simplest website, make it something interactivity, of course, nice design pages. So we decided a website. Let us think that is itskills.com. Let us assume, and we have home page, about us page, contact us page, portfolio page, services page. Don't bother with the characters. I mean, then home page, about us page, contact us page, portfolio page, services page. Rest of the pages okay. So here, if you observe in a traditional manner, of course, a static website, what we are going to do, we are going to add the resources of CSS into each and every HTML page right now. We are going to add the resources of JavaScript into each and every web page right now. Additionally, if we have any images that has to be connected, so what we say in home page, we need to add these three things. In about us page, again we need to add. In contact us page, again we need to add so on so on. Okay. Okay, finally we have done successfully and user is visiting and going on. Okay. I am the user for your website. I came to your website by typing itskills.com sample website something. Let us assume. As soon as I type the command, I type the URL and press enter, then it is taking a request from my client and passing it to server. A server is a place where all the applications data storage right now. So in one of the location, your website information is also located. Okay. Based on my request as a landing page, yes, it's pushed to my client again. So that's the reason as I typing something itskills.com or google.com, yahoo.com and press enter. From this, it enter into server. Server is reverting back and I'm able to see nice designs, whatever that you have designed. From home page to, I click to navigation. Through navigation, I clicked anchor about a page. Again, it is treating as a new request. It is sending a response, treating something that you have done again a new request. Here you have to observe, it is passing not only the content of about us, not only the content of contact us, not only the content of something else. Along with this, the common core programming also it is sending. Let me tell you like this. I am asking you, please lend me a pencil. Okay, you have given. After some time, again I have asked you, please lend me pen. Again after some time, I asked you, again, please lend me pen, eraser. So you will be getting irritated, of course. General, yes, it's not a point of any disgusting. Just I'm saying. So what you will say, take the total box and complete your work and give. Here you have to observe one thing. As you are giving total deeds, sorry, or you can say stationary items to me, then even I no need to waste my time. You no need to waste your time. I'm completing my job successfully within the very less time, and after that it's reverting. Whether I revert or that is later issue. Here, if you observe, it is throwing the total details with common core programming in the very initial stage of your application, which is called single page application. Don't think that single page application means in the one page itself we are going to write total web page, total design or total website. It's not like that. Home page can have group of functionalities. About us page can have group of functionalities. Contact us can have group of functionalities. But you have to observe one thing. When you are requested a particular page, if it is static, if it is having common core programming, the server is throwing to us all the common core static files or common core files into the client side and no need to contact for each and every time for each and every common core. Of course, you need to see when I click on home page, it's opening home page company. Okay, this is my company website. When I click on about us, the content is differing. The content is just pushing. Only the content is given preference as it is dynamically given. Not all the CSS, not all the JavaScripts, not all the images. Getting my point? What I'm saying? A point you have to observe here is as we have a common core programming in irrespective of any application, any website that just will be connected, that just will be initiated, that just will be thrown in the very beginning itself of your application starts or lands. Clear up to this point? If you have any confusion or doubts, please let me know. Okay.
No, clear at this.
Right. So to do that kind of an action, let us think. Our client have asked for us to create flights, ticket, booking. So you have asked the customer first to register, then login, then ticket booking, so on. So at the time of registration, you are asking a name, email, mobile. For example, let us assume like this. These three things are your user-defined concepts according to your client requirement. So you can write your own coding. But okay, when it comes to the point of booking, you need to select, there should be an input elements from to. When you are typing something, it has to show list of items. When you are typing something, it has to show, I mean, from countries, sorry, from countries, okay, from locations to locations, and then even a date selection when you want to travel and which flight you want to book it. So overall concept is, are you interested to write the total functionality of ticket booking system? Okay, you may be interested, even I may be interested, but that's not a way simple to do a live interaction with flights. Meaning I say, as some developers kept ready the concept of the library, which is a built-in functionalities that we are injecting into our application to make it our code genuine and faster, and of course less loading interaction, or less we can say less server interaction. We can say, as I am unable to make it a total functionality of a flight ticket booking system, I am just adding my concept customization. At the same time, I am connecting a predefined concept, which is called a JavaScript library, is nothing but a built-in function kept ready for us, and we are using. In designing the component, a component is nothing but a page, login page, registration page, what can I say, services page, contact us page. A page can have its design and its functionality is nothing but a component. Inside the component depends upon the requirement. We are using user-defined functions. We are using built-in functions, both, and completing our task and giving a solution to the client. Of course, in terms of user accounts or in terms of ticket booking systems. In this total scenario, you are using the features of a single page application concept. That's the reason I say the concept of ReactJS is a JavaScript library, which it can have components, and that component can have connected to its built-in functions, we can say library functions, and with user-defined functions to overcome, sorry, to make it a proper way of rendering, or a proper way of an application, standardized way of an application to the maximum level. Less server interaction is a way that we can do with the concept of single page application features. What are those features we have? Yes, React is itself is having React scripts, React DOM, and React templates sample. So with these built-in modules, what is a module? A module is nothing but group of functions, and a module is under the concept of packages. So here the overall concept is, we just planning to do some action, we just planning to do some functionality, that is doing some process and giving an output. In this total scenario, we are using some built-in functions, and designing the pages are nothing but a components, and making a proper way of single page applications. Let me just show you a sample how we are going to write some sample code, and this is the course content that we'll discuss later. And React, that you need to set up an environment. To set up an environment, you need to set first that Node.js concept. What is the concept of Node.js? A Node.js is an asynchronous methodology where we can have a dependencies which it can support to React. Okay, as I have already created a sample because it is just npm, the command to create an application that you can type create hyphen react hyphen app, okay, and space react project one, whatever you want. Once after you've done this one, you have to enter into the project, and to see that output, node package manager space start. A node can have group of packages, and that is just loading into your React application, which it can connect it to your requirement. Not all the requirements say, not all the packages we can't say, depends upon the requirement. We will be even customizing also. That means we can adding, sorry, we can add, we can remove, we can delete. So we can do the package. That is the reason we can say package manager. So the concept of node package manager is a point of where you can add, remove, of course, update options can be done. For example, if my project that should support nice design with a responsive, I will go with Bootstrap. A Get Bootstrap is an official website to create a responsive website. So for that, I will be connected that Bootstrap package into my application. Okay, and every time when you run the npm start, it just start your local server and gives an output in local server, sorry, local host colon 3000. Let's just wait once we see that output, and in this meanwhile let me just discuss the course contents. So these are all the list of items. We are going to discuss how we can set up an environment, of course, what is a React, the flow or architecture of React, and working with basic of HTMLs into React, decision making statements of JavaScript into React. Up to this point, it's a basic level we can discuss. Okay. From then, we are going to create a components, a pages, information, functionality, reusable of components with the properties, states, state management, a group of properties that can be managed under one object, which is nothing but a state, and one-way property binding, two-way property binding, displaying the data, asking the user to enter the data, doing the CRUD operations concept, routing, switching from one page to another page, using a material UI, Redux also additionally, how we can create a Redux concept with React. A Saga is a middleware library which it add additional features to the Redux to create a store. And there are two types of components. There are class-based components, functional-based components. How we can work, testing of your application, REST APIs, all these points. Let me just, okay. Of course, it's not, don't think it's a default value that will show as soon as that you open. Maybe I have given the same concept with some other demo session. So let me open. Right. Let me show you a sample example. One second, hold on, please. Now, why let me remove the total code, whatever it is having. We can just write our sample code. How to start and what is an architecture of React, everything we'll discuss. Let me first discuss sample example. an app, of course, it's you can also change your name is a comp main object which can have properties and methods inside this that can be executed, we can say rendering. And now here let me just write some sample statement. Div h1 display react output. As soon as that you have written here, that you can see here, for each and every time automatically it will compile. We don't need to explicitly refresh. Once it is done, let us see that output. Okay, once it is done, we can see that output. And we want to make it something styling in React.js. How you can make it style? Of course, if you are making an external style sheet, that is later issue. I mean, you can just write a class name and that can apply the name. But if you want to make it inline style, then you need to write a style that equals to opening closing curly braces. Again, inside that opening closing curly braces, for timing, let me make it something okay. Okay, maybe something else color. Okay, right. So it is just wants to show how a React is working. An app is a component which is exporting and giving information to the index page to render and give an output in the root ID. And this root ID is inside the index.html page because it is a client side now. And here, let me show you some sample, which I am discussing the current running batches of React.js, which is going on. Okay, here also. Yes, this is going on presently. Each and every concept will be explained, the definitions and practical, how it will be, functions, syntax, points wise, and what to use, sorry, the modules installation, and what are the different types of how to use a REST APIs, references, each concept will be explained like this. Okay, so you can have like this components, components designing, sample pages, and each and every concept you can say, working with material UI REST APIs and giving an action of to do. I mean, sample example I have given here, a concept of where user can add, edit, and delete, can change the styles with the lifecycle hooks, material use, and material UI concepts and observables, services. All these points will be discussed. Okay, clear the concept what we have discussed here. I just given you at this moment a basic idea how we can work with React, and when we enter, we'll discuss clearly step by step what are the things that we are having and how to create in concepts wise clearly. And after all these things, we even can do a sample example of project application, a sample application, of course, with a combination of code operations and different concepts of life cycle, use effect, component mount, so on, so on. So you'll be getting clear idea how we can create a single page applications based on all these concepts. Clear now?
Yeah. So, do you have any duration for that? I mean, you have explained the course materials and everything, right? So, I mean, how long it took for Redux and Webhook, something it is there?
Yes, this is the total contents, 25 approx 23. list of items. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And approximately you will be taking minimum 20 sessions. 20 sessions minimum. So it may be extended also. Depends upon the discussions and doubts like this.
Okay. Okay. So I hear that I'm not sure. I hear that Redux is the important concept. Okay, that here. So it will be in going by depth, right? It won't be the like breadth thread, right? It will be going depth, right?
No. See, we will be discussing clearly how that
Mm.
user interface components connected to actions to dispatches to read user. I mean, this is total flow of total flow of Redux. How that
Okay.
Redux
Okay.
will explain clearly step by step in
Yeah. Okay.
practical diagrammatically. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Any other notes, please? Okay then.
Yeah. Okay. I think per 20 session. How many hours by daily basis? Do you have any idea, or shall I discuss with the others?
Our session is in sense one session 1 hour. That is
1 hour.
20 hours.
Okay. Okay.
20 hours.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay.
Right. So I mean, whatever we are discussing, that will be even the sessions will be recorded. Even the files also will be given to you, the code what I am typing at your sessions. Okay, so that you can get an
Okay.
idea how to write the syntax wise clearly, the built-in
Yeah.
functions and functions, everything like
Yes. Yes. Sounds good. Yeah.
right there. Okay then, if you have any, if you are okay with all the points, I request you to please contact to the concerned team member, give your feedback and your availability timings, and we'll start the sessions accordingly. Okay.
Sure. May I know your name, please, sir? Actually,
Ramakrishna.
Okay. I initially used to. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ramakrishna. Yeah, I will contact with now.
Right then. Thank you so much. Okay then.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you.
and bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Is there anyone from Online IT Guru?
Yeah,
Hello.
this is the same.
Yeah. Can you contact over the phone call, or how can we
Yes,
the
yes. Like
interaction be?
my teammate Navya, she will call you.
Okay. Okay. No problem. Chips.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.